They were my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my jiggy, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few.
Oh, don't make me have to lose it.
No, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you a rough average. How many more you know do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, would've had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my jiggy, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the Loch Ness. You can proceed but with caution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Hold on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop quick, buy drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple $100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talking about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my jiggy, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no.
Hey, Pete, let it ride out.
They were my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some room to work. And now running right through it. Oh, and now some space to operate. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Under.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Prescott now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much a margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. There you go.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game You think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46.
To throw is Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Hey, 47. 4 down. Check. 26. Gun. 26.
1st down, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Gun. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Play fake. Mayfield. Going up top. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun!
2nd down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll run it here. Only able to make it to the 15 after the nice move. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Oh, he fakes the spike. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here we go, 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking deep for Gabriel. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, what a move. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Mayfield off the play fake. Unable to corral him. He fights through. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Sway!
Spinning away, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Prescott on 1st down. Wilson slings it left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on the ground they go with a running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Elliott. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll give to Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Again, it's Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from second and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... Football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Prescott now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 4-8.
Prescott to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, 46.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Down right around the 25. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a handoff looking right. He spins free. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gone!
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, 46. Hey, switch. Here we go. 26.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey. Here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
That one complete, Elliott. And running with power here. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Give him 30 yards there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.